Good day, everybody. Now, welcome. I am Sarah RHODEN, a health coach and functional medicine practitioner. And today I thought it would be fabulous to be joined by my friend here, Jana Green. She is an international success coach and mindset professional and
Thank
crazy
you.
extraordinaire. And so I'm
Ooh,
excited to have her today to join us so that we can talk about, as I thought, 2023, right?
yes.
2023. So, Jana, is there something that I've said here that maybe I've mispronounced or that I haven't given you the right intro? So if that's the
No, you
case,
did you
please.
did it perfectly. You did it perfectly. You do everything perfectly.
Well, that makes
Yeah,
a change, right? That
yeah.
makes a change.
International award-winning success coach. So yeah, you did it great. Thank you.
So, Jana, just tell me a little bit about yourself, first of all, so that we can kind of get a little bit of background about how you became this international success coach and your journey to it before we start. Just
Oh,
quickly.
the journey was absolutely surreal. I was having different businesses and I was getting bored. I wasn't sure what to do. And I was talking to my friend who was the ex-CEO of Chelsea Village, which I believe is the company which owned Chelsea football club. And it's like, I don't know what to do. I'm bored. I don't like this anymore. He said, you need to do coaching. I was like, what? That was a few years back. I'm too young for that, and I don't know anything. And my life isn't perfect. He said, you're the biggest brain I've ever seen. You need to coach people. You need to teach people. I was like, okay, give me a week. I took a week off. I was like, why couldn't I? Why couldn't I? I've run businesses. I worked for the biggest international um, corporations very successfully. I was a almost general manager in my early 20s of God knows what. Why couldn't I? So I was like, okay, 1 week later, okay, I'm doing it. What do I need to do? And he came up with the name of, Jana Green. Just make it all about your name. I was like, okay. So did the website and the rest of it. I was like, and I was thinking, I want to be very authentic. How do you become very authentic? And then I fixed myself. I totally fixed myself. I went from, I don't know what to do. I'm not sure I want to be here. Life sucks. I'm, yeah, brilliant at this, brilliant at that, blah, 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 blah. And I'm not succeeding in the way I imagine. What's going on? And then I got into lots of depression, panic attacks, anxiety. I've learned how to deal with that. I fixed myself and I thought, of course I can do this because I've actually done it. It's not that I read 10 books on something and I've decided to coach people. I've done it. I went from the very bottom, huge career, very successful in my early 20s, mid 20s, late 20s, and then went down with horrible depression. It's like I fixed it. I fixed it all by myself by
Yeah.
myself. I've learned how to do it. And I was like, okay, this makes sense. I can just teach other people how to do it because if I can, they can.
I think there's a great thing about actually having experience, and sometimes our traumas and our experience can bring such wealth of knowledge and be able to, like you say, you haven't just read it in a book or whatever, but you've actually experienced some of these things. And not to say that your experience is always somebody else's experience, because I think everybody is individual and treating everybody as an individual. But when you kind of can relate, I think is probably the right word, to pain, I think it becomes much more
And
easier to.
this is it. This is it. I know exactly when you're going to be telling me a story about how you're not succeeding in this, how this is letting you down, how broken you feel about this. I know exactly how you feel. I know exactly how you feel. I know how you think, and I can become you and show you how it's done. It's not that you're talking to a different person who has no clue about you whatsoever, is trying to give you a really good advice. I know what you're going through because I've been there.
Yeah, and I think, and when I work with clients is as well, it's about navigating. So you might make one recommendation, and then they find that that doesn't work for them. So then it's about, okay, well, how can we manage this to still get you to what your end goal is, but perhaps take you on a different journey to get there. And I think that that's, as experience in life, and the more clients that we deal with, the better we are at doing that.
It's all about tweaking. there's a system. The system's been people went. There's a system how to succeed, and success is a learnable skill. So anyone can succeed, even in 2023.
Yeah,
And
and
your job is to
2023.
yes, and your job is to find out exactly how it's done and learn it. And we're here to teach you because we know how it's done. We've done most of everything. We're not a billionaires yet. That's hence 2023, right?
Yeah, that's
But
it,
you know,
2023.
yeah, but we can teach you because we've done it all. So, I don't know about you, but I feel extremely excited about 2023. I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
this will be a major breakthrough year through everything, through society, through us, in businesses. It's very exciting actually to observe
Yeah,
at
I
the
think
moment.
for me, just watching like people that I've known in the business, in the industry, in the coaching world, that all of a sudden are building that momentum and becoming like great successes. And I think that sometimes we can look at the coaching industry, and I see it with some of the coaches that I've known where they think that they're doing everything that they should be and they're not getting the success. But it's like everything, even like obviously I talk about health and diet, but it takes time, right? It takes time, and it takes consistency in showing up. And I think as well as coaches, that is also one of the key things for us that we bring to our clients, is that helping them stay consistent and showing up for themselves, when normally, like I just read a statistic
Yeah.
and it said 80% of people, like we're in our third week of January here, 80% of people have already fallen off of their New Year's resolution already, right? That's only 3 weeks. So that can be with regards to anything that you decide, okay, I've got this goal, I'm going to change it. But within 3 weeks, you've forgotten it and you're off of it. So as we think about that, like, how do you help people stay consistent? Like, what's
You know what it has to do most with? And that's the latest finding of mine. And that's the holy grail. So not everyone can get there right now. But what you should be going for, the holy grail of everything, is to be in a position that you're going to develop great self-discipline. Because self-discipline, please listen very carefully. I shall say this only once.
only once? Once was last. Listen, everybody.
Careful, write it down, people, write it down. Self-discipline is the highest form of self-love. When you tell me that you love yourself and you have self-discipline, I will believe you. If you have no self-discipline, oh, we have a doggy there.
Yeah.
If you have very little self-discipline, you don't love yourself enough in order to succeed in the way you imagine. So that's the holy grail. Let's all take very small, little, tiny steps towards self-discipline. Change one little tiny thing every day to get to the I post on TikTok every day, 1 to 4 times. I show up on Facebook every day. I post this every day. I do this every day. And when you get into that and you merge it with the strategies which are good for you, which make you feel good, you have to win. You have to win.
Yeah.
But yes, being consistent and all the rest of it. But there's lots of pain. I have few clients who find it very difficult to be consistent. Show up on social media. Yeah, but I'm scared. What are you scared of? I don't want to be seen. I don't want to be embarrassed. I don't want to be ridiculed. I don't want people to think that I'm an idiot. I don't want. No, stop worrying about it. That's your ego. Push your ego aside, and start doing what you need to do fearlessly. Fear, number one thing, fear of failure, success, embarrassment, being ridiculed, you name it, always in a way. Become fearless and nothing and no one can stop you. That's it.
I love actually using the analogy of fear, false evidence appearing real. And so many people are almost paralyzed through
It's
fear. I mean,
Yes,
even down to losing weight. Like obviously weight is one of the things that I help people with and health,
I
but
hope
it's
you're
that
not having a dig at me.
would I do that to you?
No.
Um, but it's that fear of, I actually know what to expect. I know where I am. I know my body. I know that this is the shell. I've lived this shell. To actually then release it and release some of the emotions that also come with it is also part of the challenge. And actually, for me, with working with people, is quite often it's not necessarily the goal, it's all the stuff underneath that we have to deal with to actually understand some of the mindset, and that's where I think, you know, you may be able to speak into a little bit more, because I really think that a lot of
So,
stuff is mindset.
yeah. So I will tell you exactly how you can get very specifically what you want.
Okay.
And listen to it very carefully, write it down again. This is very
Wow.
important info.
I forgot to bring my pen and paper. What happened?
Next time.
Next time. Rewind,
But
rewind.
this is superbly important. This is how the world actually ticks, really ticks. Backed by neuroscience, backed by quantum physics. It's been backed by science. So you say exactly what you want, very specifically. I want, I don't know, Corvette 1971, white color, and the seating has to have red stitching, blah, 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 whatever. You consider it, you visualize driving it, you consider it done, you know you own it, and that's the end of story. That's how you get stuff. But then there is the middle in between those two hands, right? Between
Mm-hmm.
the beginning and the end. And that is, yeah, but horrible things happened and I feel discouraged. Well, don't. Because whatever happens, happens so that you can have what you want. Really? Yeah. Yes. Uh, but what if I can't have it? Well, yeah, I'm telling you, you can. You're guaranteed it. Really? Yeah.
So do you
And
think
when
that
am I gonna get it? Not when you keep asking when you're gonna get it. You're not gonna get it. It's gonna come to you when you do the right steps, when you have the right mindset, when you don't need it, when you're not desperate for it, when you believe that you deserve it. You need to know that you deserve it. You need to know that wealth is your birthright.
right?
When you know all these things, it'll come to you at the speed of light. When you cannot deal with what's in the middle, you're
But
gonna be waiting forever.
I think one of the most important things was something that I read before, which was talking about, as we're talking about 2023 and everybody having their New Year's resolutions and their new goals, there's a difference between a goal and a wish. Okay. I don't know, you might disagree, but you can have a wish and you can have that mindset, I'm going to get that, I'm going to get that, I'm going to get that, but you have to take some form of action to get there.
Um, yes and no.
Okay.
Yes and no. I will explain it differently. This is where things are getting mixed up because lots of coaches teach just 3D. So do your goal setting. What do you want to? Goals do you have for 2023? So and then break them into months, and then break them into weeks, and then break them into days, and then break blah 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 blah. Yeah, that's a 3D goal setting. We all know it. We all can do it. Then there is a 5D goal setting, which is I won the Corvette 1971, red stitching, da, 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 da. Yeah, I mentioned it. It's done. It exists. I already drive it in a different parallel reality. Now I know that I have it. I forget it, and it'll appear. End of story. But sometimes between saying I want the Corvette and I know it's appearing, I already have it. I'm already driving it. Is something called a breach of incidence. And that means that you're being sent thoughts and signals to do things. Go to whatever, I don't know what you have in the States, Kmart, Walmart, whatever. Go to Walmart, go buy that meat. Why? I'm telling you, I'm sending you a message, go there. But I don't wanna. Well, then you're not gonna get your Corvette. But what does it have to do with the Corvette? You will meet someone who will give you some info, which will lead you to either making money to buy the Corvette or they've just seen the Corvette somewhere and you can go and buy it. Yeah, but I don't want to. Okay, so wave the Corvette, bye bye then. Your choice. We are getting constantly everyone, and you can go back to Tesla, he will tell you that. You can go back to Einstein, they will tell you that they didn't actually invent anything. It came to them. To Tesla, it came to him in dreams, very specifically how to draw something, how many millimeters to the right, how many millimeters to the left, how to, use the bolt. It came to him in his dreams. He would just woken up and written everything down. We're just receiving information, and if you act upon that information, it's all designed to lead you to what you want. But you don't listen, and you think you're lazy, or you think you're smarter, or you don't want to go to Kmart.
Well, and
Your choice.
I guess some of that as well is because people don't listen, right? Or they can't hear.
They're not aware.
Okay.
It starts with this. You need to be aware. So which means number one step in every success with health, boyfriends, girlfriends, cars, houses, you name it, money, is I need to be aware. I need to be aware of how I feel and what I think. So if you want to manifest millions, but you're saying, yeah, but money is the root of all evil. Oh, look at that rich person. He's a horrible person. I don't want to be like him. Well, and you let that be without being aware of that thought and changing it. No, actually, that's not true. Not all rich people are horrible. That's not true. Because I personally know a couple of billionaires. They're some of my best friends, and they're the nicest people I can imagine. I've never met anyone as nice. I think I'm ridiculously nice, but they embarrass me how nice they are. So not everyone is that horrible. So you need to change that belief. And when you change that belief, you're closer to your millions. But
Right.
if you actually reject the money because only horrible people have lots of money, how do you want to manifest it? There is no such a thing as manifesting or getting something you subconsciously hate.
Right.
Not going to happen. Yes, you can
Right.
manifest a man, but you will manifest only the man you believe is a copy of all the men you've met before.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I think that what we should do is talk about man women love in a separate video and how to manifest that.
I think that would be awesome.
I think that would be awesome. So for me, as I kind of like think about this, it's actually one of the biggest things we can do is actually challenge ourselves to be free of being so busy that we aren't listening to those messages and where they may be talking.
So shall we tell people how to start a 2023 successfully? Let's give them
Yes.
something to.
Top tips, how to
Top
be.
tips, people. Top tips.
Top
Pen and
tips.
paper.
Okay, got my pen
Say
and
what you want. Very specifically. I want that car. I want ideal partner. Write 300 things about who your ideal partner is. Health. What does it look like to you? Losing weight. What does your body look like to you in your dreams? What would you like? And then start with that. We're gonna do more videos on how to accomplish that, but start with that.
yeah.
Then be aware of what you're thinking about, the things you want to manifest. So I want an ideal man, but all men suck. You're not going to manifest ideal men. What makes you think that you could? You cannot manifest something you hate.
Right,
You have to have a good relationship with something you like. Yeah. So be aware, set goals, set what you want, and be aware of what you think. And start believing that everything will work out for you. Everything always works out for me, no matter when, no matter what. Everything always works out for me. Say this sentence 100 times a day. Start believing it, despite circumstances, despite what you see in your reality. No matter how badly you're doing, start saying everything always works out for me. And I guarantee you that in a couple of days or a couple of weeks, you will start seeing your life change.
I feel like I want to break into that song. Don't stop believing, right? Like I don't know.
You're gonna sing, aren't you? I know you. People, she's gonna sing.
No, no. Please don't sing, Sarah. Please, please. Well, everybody, these tips I think were great, and hopefully you enjoyed our little chat about 2023. We'd love to hear, from you. So feel free to follow us on social media. Feel free, we'll put our links below. And also don't forget to hit subscribe, and so that we will come back with some more tips and things about mindset and how to navigate through our lives. So thank you very much for joining us. Thank you, Jana. It was always
Thank you,
great. And
Sarah. See
I
you,
look forward to
people.
talking to you again soon. I'll let you say
Yes.
goodbye.
Bye.